How's it going, everyone? This is K Collections. As you can see, I sort of unboxed this figure without recording it. So basically, when this arrived, I couldn't wait. This has been a figure I wanted for a very, very long time, and there were a lot of, I guess, headaches in between shipments and processing and everything. So, quick story, I bought this figure on eBay. The seller stated it was brand new, unopened, and he accidentally shipped it to the wrong address. So, that was a huge pain in the ass. Took almost a month for this figure to arrive. I have to open a case and everything just in case I didn't receive this item, which I thought I wouldn't. And basically it arrived, but the box was open, so I had to unbox it right away just to check the merchandise to see if there were any damages. But thankfully the packaging itself, the plastic packaging, was still new. It was unopened, so technically this figure is still brand new. I communicated with the seller. He gave me a partial refund because it was his fault with the shipment, and yeah, that's all in the past now. So now we're here. Finally, this gorgeous figure has arrived, and let's start with the review. So first and foremost, the metallic painting on her garments, the staff, everything looks amazing. It has this really good shine to it, you know, especially towards the neck area, the hands or arms, and the legs. So the metallic shine is really good, and the staff, that looks wonderful. Sculpting is good. Now the hair, especially towards the front, you have this nice metallic purple painting on it. It's unique, definitely different, and I kind of like it. And towards the back, it's less metallic, except for her ears, that's metallic painting, but the back is more of a matte finish. But I don't want to say I'm complaining or anything, but I kind of wish there were more sculpted hairlines, especially towards the top area. This looks a bit plain, doesn't look like hair, which is supposed to be. Maybe more sculpted hairlines on the top, and maybe it'll look bad, I don't know, or maybe it'll look great. I don't know until I see it, but that's what I think they should have done. Especially, again, towards the top area, it just looks very flat. But the sculpted hairlines, excuse me, towards the end, looks pretty good. I wish there were more strands of hair towards the bottom, but still looks great nonetheless. Back to the front, there is some painting issues, especially towards her the front of her hair. You see some paint bleed, some of the yellow bled onto the purple, and vice versa. And other than that, in terms of painting, I don't see any other issues. Everything is very clean, especially towards the back. I forgot to mention the back of her hair. Nice fading. Nice painted fading and transition to different colors. That I really like. You know, it's not a flat cut. That will look really ugly. So I do like the fading paint or faded paint. Now looking at the base, it's I usually don't really like these kind of base, you know, summoning circle and everything. It's plain and kind of boring. But for Nitocris, I think it really matches her, especially the coloring. It matches her skin tone, and I love the golding, or oh my god, gold coloring on the summoning circle and her name. My god, I can't speak right today. It's been a long day, but I really like the gold painting on the letters, the summoning circle, and everything else. So in terms of the base, it looks really good. Again, I normally don't really like this kind of base, but I'd much prefer effect base, but this one definitely matches her. As for the sculpting, it looks really good. I mean, there's not really too much clothing she has on, but what little she has, you see some nice wrinkles, some nice folds on it, and the sculpted body, especially the torso area, looks really good. Other than that, it's almost a perfect figure, honestly. The only complaint again is just the painting issues on the front of her hair, and just my own personal perspective, I just wish there were more sculpted hairlines towards the back. But then again, I don't know if it's gonna look good or not. To me, it may look good or it may look a bit better, but other than those two, it's a wonderful figure. Holy crap, Amakuni is doing great with their figures. For size comparisons, here is a comparison with the Aniplex 1/7 scale MASH. Here is a side-by-side comparison with Ozzy, and yeah, they do not look great next to each other compared to... comparing those two together, Nitocris is a giant. Ozzy is a 1/8 scale. It is towards the smaller end of 1/8, and this is from Mega House. Great figure, by the way. And finally, here's a side-by-side comparison with Lancer Medusa from the same company, 1/7 scale from Amakuni. And yeah, I'd really recommend this one, but I believe it's really expensive now. So my final thoughts on this figure, like I said, it's a wonderful figure, highly recommended, beautiful paintwork, beautiful sculpting. You won't regret it, let's say that. Now there's 2 editions. For the standard edition, which is the one I got, I believe is for around $220 last I checked, excuse me, on stores. So the difference between the standard and the limited, I forgot to mention the accessory or the Medjed. I believe it's called Medjed, or I'm sure I butchered it. But for the standard, you get only 1. For the limited, you get 3. Everything for Nitocris, in terms of the difference, it's the same. So I believe it's maybe 20 to 30 bucks more expensive, so it depends on yourself, right? If you want 3 Medjeds around Nitocris, does look pretty nice. For myself, 1 is enough. I can save that 20 to 30 bucks for a different figure, but ultimately, that's for you to decide. But nonetheless, grab this figure, especially if you're an FGO fan, which I assume you are, since you're on this channel. Yeah, I can't recommend this enough. A tremendous thanks to all my patrons for supporting me. If you want to support my channel, check out my Patreon or channel membership. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Fates content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. All links are in the description. Have an awesome day, everyone. Till next time.